Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Uh, Today's video I'm gonna talk about my experience with the grades and marks and whatnot. I think so everybody loves his or her own grades and marks, and they want to make sure they get the best grades. But normally this is one of the questions that's being asked to me is whether these grades really matter, whether these grades or degrees or transcripts, they really actually matter in your search for your job or your career, or how much relevance they play. So today we'll talk about that, and I'll share my experience. What kind of grades or degrees, what they really kind of considered by the employers as an important aspect or important factor, or they are just kind of another piece of paper, and then beyond a point nobody looks at it. I think so, guys. In order to answer this question, what I have seen in my lifetime is, if you're working, if you are, let's say, going for a degree or any kind of a program, let's say you're pursuing a 4 years degree or a 3 years degree or 2 years master's degree, when you are actually sitting in for, let's say, a campus placement, definitely at that point of time in the campus placement, these things are definitely going to matter, because when the companies come in, they definitely kind of have a barometer on which they want to kind of filter those students. Let's say they are only looking at for people who are having A grade or kind of a percentage, let's say, which are having 80% or above marks. So that kind of a stuff is there. So in case somebody is looking at a campus placement, your grades, your marks, or your percentage, whatever the way of system you are in, they are definitely going to matter for that campus placement. That's one kind of a thing I would say. Now, beyond a point, once you are out of the campus placements, let's say, even if you get a job or you don't get a job, once you are out of the campus placements, the second is where you are searching for a job. Might be you have some experience with yourself or you are new to the market. It would have, I would say, a 10 to 20% impact in the initial stages. That's all. Beyond that, it doesn't create any impact. Think it in this way. For example, if you are running a business and you want to hire an employee, you may be hiring an employee who has a better grade or anything, but beyond a point, if the employee is not performing for you, you won't keep or retain that employee, because ultimately whatever is going to speak from an employee perspective is performance, his work, and his ability to carry out the duties. So you don't really want to keep on retaining a candidate who has, let's say, 90% of marks, but still he or she is not performing. So that doesn't really make any sense, or it's a kind of a logical stuff for any kind of a employer or an organization. Now, 10 to 20%, when you say that, also I would say in the very initial stages of the of your career. So let's say if you are going through first, you have a 2 years of experience, or let's say 1 year of experience, or probably 3 years of experience, definitely this may matter 10 to 20%. But beyond that, let's say you are into a senior or a mid-senior category, I don't think so even the 10 or 20% would really matter for you, for the company, sorry. Because at that point of time, when you get into the mid tiers or mid senior levels, your profile is more kind of a, I would say, represents a journey that you have gone through in terms of your experiences, multiple jobs you have done, different kind of projects you have done. So employers are more looking at the, I would say, your curriculum vitae from that perspective, rather than you're having, let's say, how much you scored in your graduate or undergraduate degree, or let's say even a postgraduate degree. Nobody looks at it. That's my experiences. So, and beyond, let's say, 10 years or 15 years, it's all your, I would say, a portfolio that is actually going to play a role for you, rather than anything basis upon the marks or percentages or anything. So yes, as per my experience, if you are definitely going in for campus placement, the marks, they definitely matter. They have a more weightage over there, because those companies who are coming for campus placements, they definitely look at those marks, and because that's the only criteria they have. They want to filter out certain candidates or set up a barometer for the placement activity. But once you move out of the let's say the university setup or the placement campus placements, then it is more likely two parts. One, the initial start of your career, in that 10 to 20% weightage, I would say people do look at it. But beyond that, let's say you are in mid senior or a very senior level of a position, these things they won't even look at it. In my experience, I have never been asked by any company to, I would say, submit my degrees or transcripts or anything. So it's like of that. You mention your skills, you mention your programs and other things, but nobody looks at it. And it may change depending upon an organization to organization. Different organizations have different HR policies. Some might be asking for your credentials, some may not be looking at it. It all depends. But fundamentally, that's the thought process I wanted to share. So friends, I'll be coming back with more videos, so stay tuned. And if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe it and press the bell notification so that you always come to know whenever there is a new video from my side. Thank you and have a good one.